People typically don't see how I live my life. They look at you in the wheelchair, they look at what you cannot do. I think they put themselves in that situation, and maybe they think, oh, I would want to die, I couldn't do that. But they don't know me. I managed very well in the community through a program called direct funding. Attendants do whatever you need to do in your daily life. Because I hire them, I'm able to flourish and live a life because of the opportunities it gives me. I've had amazing longevity with my staff, and that enables me to do what I do, like going to board meetings or going out socially, doing stuff on the computer or being creative. We went to England. My father was posted there, going to a military school. And then in the summer of when I was 9, I remember going out to play with my friends one day and walking halfway down the lane and feeling like I didn't feel very well. So I turned around, came back, and went up the stairs. And then within a very short while, the doctor came. I can remember being carried down the stairs on the stretcher and into the ambulance and all the neighbors watching. And then being taken to the hospital, and I remember saying, I can't breathe. And they carried me into the next room and put me in the iron lung. Polio is a virus that attacks the front part of the spinal cord. And that is where the messages come from movement. Most people who had polio never got any paralysis. It was like a summer flu. So I got affected by it fairly significantly. Yeah, I think many times people have thought I wouldn't be here. For example, when I came back to Canada, the doctor said, well, there's nothing we can do, she'll never walk again. But then when I got back to school, and by grade 12 was a top student, I overheard the conversation between my surgeon and another surgeon saying, she's very bright, we should see if there's anything we can do. And then they decided to transfer a tendon in my hand so I could move my thumb like this. And I can remember being horrified and thinking that, why didn't they do that in the beginning? Why did I have to prove myself? When I was going to university, I had been on probation the first year because they accepted me into university, but they thought I probably couldn't do it. All these barriers that put people down. I always get the flu vaccine every year, but the flu vaccine last year didn't properly cover influenza B. So I got sick with that about just the day before Christmas, I think. And within 2 days, it was pneumonia, and I got admitted to hospital. Things became very difficult. I was intubated, and then I had atrial fibrillation, and then I had to have a tracheostomy. I think I nearly died about 3 times. Suffering to me would mean that you're in pain, periods of depression. When I was not doing well, I didn't know where I was going or how I was going to end up. So that was a very difficult time. Giovanna, my daily attendant, heard 2 nurses one night talking to each other, and they were saying it was such a shame that they were keeping me alive because hadn't I had enough?
And he was saying, Why they didn't let her go? Why they wasting, She should die, just like that. And I turn and they say, quiet, because I hear it. This is the third time I'm with you that the same thing happened. This is the third time. You have to be a fighter all the time, you see.
Well, I've heard that before. I've had friends with disabilities, and they've overheard conversations like that.
If it's your own mother or your own sister, auntie, do you want them to die just like that?
If it hadn't been for Giovanna and Rebecca being with me and getting very loud and noisy about what they were seeing or what they were worrying about, I think I would not have been first priority. Staff look at your body, and if you're very sick, they kind of wonder what kind of life is possible, and I think people with significant disabilities, I think it's very dangerous to be alone in a hospital. I've traveled a lot, I've spoken at different countries, I've gone into a lot of crazy adventures that people never expected. I've checked off a lot on my bucket list, but I've never thought of it as a bucket list. I've just thought of it as what do I want to do next. I think I've achieved a lot. And I'm kind of proud of what I've done when people thought I wouldn't be able to do anything.